I'm going to now read a couple of pages from my book, There's No Compromise. Chapter 1. I'm Safia Kareem. England is my home, but I'm not English. My grandparents come from India and my parents were born in England. When I look in the mirror, I see an Indian girl, but I don't speak like an Indian girl. I don't dress like an Indian girl, and I don't have the same values as an Indian girl. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot about India, and many of the traditions of India are still instilled in my family. At the same time, I haven't adopted all the traditions of England either. I often feel confused about my identity, but one thing I'm certain about is that I'm a Muslim. I've been taught to never compromise that. When I first met Zara, who is now my best friend, she asked me where I was from. I remember not knowing what to say and thinking I was smart. I said, I'm a British Muslim because that's the way I like to be identified as. Zara sighed and again repeated with a deeper tone, but where are you from? I thought for a while and I said, well, my grandparents come from India, but my parents were born in the UK and so was I. She seemed content with what I said, but still had a confused look on her face. Squinting her eyes, she continued, but aren't all Indians Hindus? I felt a bit annoyed at her ignorance, but I corrected her. Muslims also live in India, I said. Zara's grandparents come from Pakistan, and the majority of people in Pakistan are Muslims. The majority of people in India are Hindus. So I suppose you can't blame people for the ignorance, you can only correct them. Most of the children in my class aren't Muslims. Some don't even have a religion and they call themselves atheist. My best friend Sue is a Christian and Zara is a Muslim. It's nice to have friends that believe in what you believe in. Sue believes in a God, but she goes to church and worships God by praising him in music and prayers, as well as reading the holy book, the Bible. Sue believes that Jesus is the Son of God, but we as Muslims believe Jesus is another prophet of Islam, and God does not have sons. Zara's mum doesn't wear the hijab, and her dad doesn't have a beard. But they eat halal food, and Zara goes to Quran class just like me. Zara thinks my family are strict Muslims, but I think we're just obeying the commandments of God. Mum and Dad think that we should always try our best to be the best of Muslims by obeying God in all our actions. Although I'm proud to be a Muslim, the children in my class and even some Muslim children don't always understand why I do or don't do certain things. Even the teacher looks puzzled at me at times. I'm not as good as Mum and Dad at explaining clearly why we do what we do, but I think when I grow up, I can also explain my religion to those who don't understand it. But for now, I'm learning too.